What's going on, guys? This is a video for wrist extension, P.A.I.Ls and R.A.I.Ls. In this video, I'm going to go over the setup position, how to find the stretch, and then how to do the isometric strength training in that stretch position. Now, wrist extension is the action of taking the back of your hand and bringing it towards your forearm, thinking of closing that angle. Something that's very important for many sports, also important for many training-based exercises where you do find yourself with your hands flat on the floor. Now, for the setup position, you want to think starting out with your palms on the floor and your wrist mostly over top of the shoulder. Depending on your wrist mobility, this might be enough of a stretch for you, right? Now you can play with the hands being rotated in and out, finding your greatest line of tension, and you can even play with the hands being rotated back that way. All of those are good options. You can explore all of them. For the sake of the video, I'm just gonna stay with my hands more or less straight forward. Now that I'm in my setup position, to find the stretch, I wanna think about closing this angle or thinking about leaning my shoulders and chest forward. You'll see that again, now this starts to close that angle and I'm stretching that back part of my wrist here. Depending on your level of mobility, this might not be a good stretch position for you. If you are feeling catching, pinching, bone kind of stuff in the front part of the wrist, you're probably just driving just a little bit too deep and you want to back out. So again, that stretch feeling is predominantly somewhere in the lower part of your forearm, right, or back of the forearm this way. Another thing that I find can help, shifting the weight, all right, so if you're kind of rolling to the inside of your thumb, maybe getting the outside of the hand flat to the floor, and then trying to go ahead and go into that stretch position. All right, so now that you found that stretch, as our other P.A.I.Ls and R.A.I.Ls videos, you want to hold that for at least 60 seconds, but you can work up to 2, 3, 4, or 5 minutes. Now the isometric strength training, the P.A.I.Ls and R.A.I.Ls, we'll start with P.A.I.Ls. So that is going to be going into the progressing angle. So what you want to do for this is thinking about gas pedaling, or if you were like shooting a jump shot, right? Taking your hands and trying to drive them down into the floor. So in that position, I'm gonna now again drive the palms and the fingers down into the ground, and I should feel a nice contraction through the forearm, or what I feel, the tissue that I'm stretching here, right? You will then do that for the prescribed sets and reps. Then you're gonna go into R.A.I.Ls, regressive angular isometric loading, and now what you're gonna do is now to try to fire the tissue on the regressive side, or the muscles in the front part of your forearm here. What you wanna do is think about actively trying to bring the back of your hand more towards your forearm. And what you should feel is hopefully either a contraction on the front side or even more of a stretch on the back side. And then again, in that position, you would just hold for the prescribed sets and reps. After finishing one bout of P.A.I.Ls and R.A.I.Ls, you would then hold for a little bit and then go into the next effort. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please go ahead and let me know.